Hey, leave that motherfucker alone, man. Bring your ass. What's happening? What's happening? We back at it again with the homie right here. You know what I'm saying? We back at PakTalk, and we got Rafa in the motherfucking building.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Make some noise.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let them know who you is, dog.
No, thank you so much for having me today.
Yeah.
Park City, my family since day one, man. I just want to say thank you so much for having me tonight. And it's an honor to talk about you guys, about my life, who I am, and let's get it cracking.
No, let's get into it, dog.
Yes, sir.
Let's get into it, you know what I'm saying? And if for you that don't know who Rafa is, that you might be living, I don't know where, you know what I'm saying? Rafa is the dude. If you hear Oakroom anywhere, you know it has to do with this man right here. It's a party, it's this man, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? Oakroom, congratulations with that. You know what I'm saying? Opening a club out here. DJ, that's how I met you. You was a DJ, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Millennium too, because I mean, you know, certain steps, you feel me? Like, but this guy, you started the Millennium, right?
Well, I started with house parties.
Nice.
You know, house parties. So I bought me this crib here in Reno, 2018, and
sick.
I started throwing parties in the crib, and people were having fun with it. People were having a blast.
Love house parties, though.
So Halloween 2019, I threw my first party, and it was 120, 130 people.
At a fucking house.
At my house, man.
Son of a bitch.
So that's when I said, you know what, like it's time for me to take it to the next level.
Yeah.
And that's when it all started at El Grande. Remember?
El Grande, yes.
El Grande.
Yes, El Grande. And in the beginning of El Grande, so nobody knew about El Grande yet. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, shout out to El Grande. They be doing their thing. You know
so yeah, I did a couple parties there. I did 2 parties. And then
sold out. You sold out.
Sold out.
Yeah, that shit was crack-a-lacking.
The second party, we even had the K9 and cops come in because it was overpacked.
Yeah, I remember that.
You know, that was the day before New Year's in 2019. So then I did a party in Millennium, and that was life-changing, bro. Shout out to Millennium, my people from Millennium, man. We're neighbors, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir. Shout out to my Uncle Mario.
And, man, it blew up, bro. I remember even the people from Millennium, they didn't think I could do it because it was just with 2 DJs.
Bro, and how old were you, though?
I was 25 at the time.
Yeah, you know you had to show your stuff.
Yeah, so we did that party. It was a total success. We were going to start working together, and then boom, the pandemic hit. So that stopped all my projects for a while.
Ice cold. It stopped everybody's shit. I mean, shit, we were at the restaurant, we stopped, you know what I mean? No restaurants, no nothing. Dang. So as a party person, the pandemic hits, and then what?
Man, listen, like everybody was shut down.
Yeah.
Everybody was at home, picking up their noses.
Yeah, being on fucking
being
social
bored.
media, social media, just doing the damn thing, kicking it.
Man, and everybody was just telling me, Rafa, like, you need to throw parties.
Pero ¿cómo?
Si everything was closed, right? So I decided to quit my job at the time, which was working for Microsoft in South Reno. And then I quit the U.S. Army also. I was an officer in the Army.
Thank you for your service, too, by the way. My dog, for real. Respect.
You're welcome, brother. Respect. You're welcome. It's for people like you that I did it. And then I was like, man, it's time for me to open my own spot. Even if we're in the pandemic, I'm going to open my own spot. And 5 months later, man, boom, I was able to get that property where I'm at right now. And that's what became Oakroom.
That's tight. That's beautiful. And it's special to me that I got to see that motherfucker when there was nothing in it. Remember? We was like, man, come check it out. And I went in there. I'm like, damn. And I saw it. You know what I mean? As soon as you start changing things, I was like, dude, I see the vision. Like, this shit's going to be dope. You know
yes. Yes.
And you guys did great decorating it and changing it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's the heart of Sparks.
Man, a lot of people think it was easy, but it was actually really hard.
Tell them for them to think that they can walk their baby nuts around the corner. Just let. You know what I'm saying? I want to get this information out there. You know what I'm saying? Because this is important. You know what I'm saying? We had a little somebody bring us from Washington, take you. But yeah. So go ahead. What they think it's easy? I mean, everybody. I'm gonna tell you like this. I honestly believe that like 80% of people think starting businesses or anything new is like semi-easy-ish, I guess, because they see the glamour and shit. So let them know what's up.
Well, so first of all, the property, right? People think it was easy for me to get started there, but man, that was a tough property because there was bullet holes in the walls. You know, like the reputation of that place was awful, bro.
Easy.
And everybody was like, man, you're not gonna make it there. That place is cursed. Every other business that has been there has shut down in 6 months.
Bro, there's been a few in there, man.
And man, I was opening in the middle of the pandemic. Like, no one really thought what was gonna happen.
Mm-mm.
But luckily, everything else was closed, and I was able to open at 30% capacity. You remember how there was like different capacities?
My dog was on the news. But yeah, 30%.
Yeah, I started at 30%, man. And so the only way people could get into that club was if they had a bottle service reservation.
Okay. They had to bring their own shit.
No. They had to buy the bottle inside.
Oh,
to be able
shit.
to come in.
Okay.
Because it was only a selective group of people that I could let in. It was only like 65, 70 people.
But were you guys able to serve the shit to each other? Like the waitresses were able to serve it and do that with masks on?
With masks on and everything. Shit. But brother, there was a bottle popping party every weekend, man. Because
that's tight.
People were getting those checks. People were just spending like crazy. So the rest is history, man. Yeah. After that, Oakroom was able to pick up, man, and it has been nothing but great stuff there.
Yeah. Dude, congratulations, first and foremost. I want to say congratulations. We was in there right after pandemic opened up. Like after the pandemic opened up, like everything was cool. We did a show there. We did a giveaway there. We did the coat drive there. That shit was dope. You know what I'm saying? People showed up, and we still linking from people from there that I met there, like Young K. Like that's the first time I ever seen him perform, and now he's a part of the team in the whole shebang. So shit comes happy. You know what I mean?
It's like I've told everybody,
maybe
man.
Baghdad too.
Like when there is contribution and common help among like business owners, great things can happen always, bro. So like never think a business can be competition to you or it can be negative to you, because it's the opposite. Like you guys can actually help each other, you know, and grow with each other. We're in the same journey. We all have the same goals, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why we were able to be successful on the things we did together.
Real shit. And because there was never like as a business person, you gotta like have tough skin. If you're gonna like do some shit, like, hey, this fool's gonna do shit, and you're gonna do shit also. Nobody's trying to get in your lane because you have your own. You know what I'm saying? Like I have my lane, you have yours, and we collab. You know what I mean? Even another DJ, like I mean, why you just do your thing? You know,
exactly.
Be a DJ. Even if you're another club owner, cool. You know, competition is good. There ain't no Coke without Pepsi. You feel me? And that's real talk. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? McDonald's, Burger King. I mean, come on, bro.
The sun shines for everybody, bro.
Everybody.
You know?
Bien dicho, compadre. I love it. You know what I'm saying? Bien dicho. Speaking of the sun shining and whatnot, where were you born? Where did you really come from? You know what I mean? Like,
originally, I'm from the Dominican Republic.
Sheesh.
A small island in the Caribbean next
DR.
to Puerto Rico. Shout out to all my Dominicans. I know there's a few here in Reno that I see every once in a while.
Oh yeah.
We're loud and proud.
Yes, sir. I love it. Anybody that comes from there, that comes to the restaurant, I know off top. And honestly, like it's love. All of us, like I already know what they're gonna ask too and everything. Like, you want some yuca frita? Oh yeah, for sure. You know what I mean? Like plátano frito. Oh yeah, for sure. And so, yeah, it's on, bro. I love it. That's tight.
I was born there, 1994, man. I'm only 29 years old right now.
Young in the game.
Young in the game, and I moved to the U.S. when I was 16. I moved to North Carolina though.
Okay.
Yeah, so I lived there, I'll say 9 years in North Carolina, and then I moved to Reno when I was 25.
Okay. 25. Damn. So you came to Reno you hit the floor running. You hit the ground running. Like,
yes.
You was like, I'm on.
Yes.
So in North Carolina, what'd you do there? You promoted clubs? Or you were just working? I know you got your peoples out there too. I know you still got connections out in the East Coast and all that stuff, and doing parties and I believe, right?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I did 2 years of high school, and then I enrolled in North Carolina State University Which, by the way, we're the real Wolfpacks.
I knew. Oh my God, bro! You can't say that, dog. You can't say that.
We're the real
Clip
Wolfpacks.
that out. I just like it's true though, and the logos are lightweight similar too. That
Look
shit
up
cute.
the history, baby. Like we were founded first.
Yeah, and that's why I stayed with Pack City, and then too, because I was like Wolfpack, and then like Nevada, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna spell it different because I don't want no confusion. But yeah, the Pack City. Shout out to North Carolina State.
Shout out to North Carolina. So I went to school there, man, and then after I graduated, I got a job offer to work here for Microsoft.
Okay, cool.
But while I was over there, I had enlisted into the Army National Guard. I was being a part-time soldier while I was going to school, and then I commissioned into a second lieutenant when I finished the military program in college. Okay. So I moved to Reno in 2018.
2018. Cool,
2018.
Cool. Shit, we met around that time, close to that time when you came in. I remember, I think the first time I saw you had a Microsoft shirt on.
Yes.
Yeah, at the restaurant. Yeah.
Man, and I'll tell you, I didn't know anything about Reno before I moved here, bro. I've never heard this city before.
How did you get here, bro?
It was that job.
Oh, just the job. Just the job.
The job location.
And they were like, there's one in Reno.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it, let's go. Let's get it. That's
I had a few other location options, but they picked me for Reno, man.
Dios sabe por qué hace las cosas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? God knows why. You feel me? That's tight. That's crazy. So as like somebody coming out of the Dominican Republic, like, and growing up and like out there and coming here, how was it getting into the National Guard and all that? It just comes as one. I mean, was there obstacles? I'm sure there had to be some type of obstacles coming from, I mean, like, good United States soil and all that, but coming in, like, how was that? Because
that's a great question. I mean, so first of all, it's very important that we differentiate that Dominicans and Puerto Ricans are different. Even though we're neighbors, even though we're neighbors, Puerto Ricans are born Americans. Okay. And Dominicans are born Dominicans.
Oh, I am.
So we have to go through the same immigration process as someone from Kenya or someone from Europe, right? Or it's the same thing. We have to apply for visa. Luckily, my dad was living in the U.S. and he's been a U.S. citizen for a long time. Okay. And he brought me here.
Oh, sick. Okay, cool.
And since I was a minor. I was still under 18, and so for that reason, I became a resident right away.
Oh, sick.
So
for y'all that didn't know, because I know y'all motherfuckers didn't know.
For y'all that didn't know, and with a resident card, with a green card, you can join the military.
Sick. Okay, yeah. You know? That's how my folks came from El Salvador, refugees, and they got the visa and all that. And I know a lot of Salvadorians and Guatemalans that come out like that, like visas. I mean, it works out like that. But I didn't know you could come in right to the military. That's tight.
Yeah, with a green card, you can join. And then within a few months or the first year, they make you a citizen. Okay. Because if you're sacrificing, yourself or the nation, they might as well. Yeah. So that's how I became a citizen through that process.
That's tight.
And man, anybody that is thinking about joining the military, it doesn't matter if it's U.S. Air Force, Marines, highly consider it, because man, there's nothing but bad shit in the streets, man.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, at least you're gonna learn some leadership, you're gonna learn some discipline, and I think a lot of the kids growing up nowadays are missing that, bro.
Straight up. We were just talking about that passion and discipline for sure. And I think that, like, me speaking myself, because I'm gonna tell you a quick little story and shit real quick. I was gonna go to the Marines when I was a kid. I was like probably like 18. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna go. And they came and picked me up, and we was on my way. And the fucking guy that came and recruited me, they're hella smart, because I called, but I was like kind of like trying to back out, you know what I mean? And the guys that came and recruited me brought a Guatemalan cat, and the Guatemalan cat spoke perfect Spanish. Fool, he talked my mom into thinking it was the best idea ever, you know what I'm saying? So she was packing my shit before he ended talking, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, shit, I'm going to go fight in the Army. Fuck, like, I mean, in the Marines, I was like, oh, my God, you know what I mean? Like, and this was, like, during times of, like, some shit popping off, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, cool. But I was like, let's go. They got me, and we went to fucking, luckily, shout out In-N-Out, fucking saved my life. I was like, it saved me from being a jackass, really, because I wasn't ready, you know what I mean? But I wish I would have been. We were there, and he was like, hey, we got to get In-N-Out. There's no In-N-Out in Elko, and whoop. And I was going to the training and everything. In the house, he had asked me, have you done drugs? And I'm in front of my mama. I'm like, no. Like, no, I'm clean, bro. Like, what the fuck? So then we get to the In-N-Out, and I'm thinking, like, bro, we about to drive hella hours, you know what I'm saying? Like, these fools about to get mad if I'm lying, you know what I mean? So I was like, hey, fool, like, they were like, hey, so everything's good? I'm like, look, man, like, I'm going to come out dirty in my drug test. They was like, what? And then they sat back, bow. Long story short, they brought my ass back. And my mom was mad as shit, but I was like, hey, look, it wasn't for me. They told me not to go, waste my time. And then, but honestly, I don't regret nothing, but I feel like it would have showed me quicker the direction, you know what I'm saying? Because of that discipline shit. Because when you're out in the streets, sometimes you're just wilding.
But I'll tell you, man, especially in our cases when our parents come from a third world country, there is no better way than teaching your kids discipline than that chancla that, you know, your mom probably smack you with a couple of times. For real. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, huh? So there is other alternatives, other ways, man, on how to learn this fundamental skills, you know. A lot of that has to deal with your parents, man, your household where you grow up at, your environment. Yeah. And that's why I always give you kudos as a father, you know. Appreciate you. And all the good fathers out there, man, shout out to you. Because
shout out to the dads.
A lot of my kids. Man, seriously, a lot of the learning, a lot of the teaching comes from your house, and it's a lot of these parents, they want the teachers to teach their kids.
Yeah, and it's a tough one because they got a shitload of kids.
It's a home where the fundamental lessons are taught. So if all those good parents out there, if you're doing a good job, you know I'm talking to you. If you're not doing a good job,
ponte las pilas.
Póngase los pantalones, pues.
For real. Holla at your boy. Hold on. Time out. All right. But pardon the interruption. My bad, though. But that brings up a good point to me because what's it called? I was gonna say the fundamental, like growing up, you had your moms and pops all together, right? Right. So I had my moms and pops too, right? And they did a great job. Shout out to them. Shout out to my folks. Shout out to Marie and Juan, my you know what I mean, my rock. But they came, third world country came, and what maybe some people don't understand is that they worked their ass off. You know what I'm saying? They was at work from 8 to 8. You know, my parents were at work from 8 to like 10 sometimes. So by the time you hit teenage years, 13, like you can't just stay at the restaurant kicking. I was a little kid kicking it at the restaurant. You know what I'm saying? I'm just posted at the restaurant that they worked at. You know what I'm saying? And then after they were like, well, just stay at the house. So idle time is the devil's fucking playground. You feel me? Like, and I had nothing to do. And I had my homies and shit like, hey, let's go kick it. Like, all right, cool. Well, my parents are going to be back to like fucking 10. You know, it wasn't their fault. Right. You know what I mean? They did everything they could to get us to the position that, you know, that we're in now. You know what I mean? They gave us what we got, and then they showed us hella shit. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, that took a lot. And I know a lot of, like, Latin people, like, they go through that shit. You know, they're not in tune with their kids because they're so busy hustling. You know what I mean? So busy working. You know what I mean? And that's important. Like you said, the household. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter how busy I am. I always got to take a second and be like, hey, look, motherfucker, what are you doing, fool? You know what I mean? Yes. Or talk to him, you know, like, hey, what's up? Like, you good? You know what I mean? Nobody ever said that to us when we were kids. Like, not to me, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about how was it with you. You have a good relationship with your moms?
Well, I did. You know, I come from a family where respect is very important, you know, and we always have to be respectful to everybody. We always have to be hard workers because we had to earn what we wanted. It wasn't just like, oh, mom, I want this game, I want this and that. No. Like, did you earn it? Did you work for it?
Listen to this man.
and so I guarantee you right now, you watching your parents coming home at 10 p.m. every night gave you a sense of purpose. Yeah. And a sense of like understanding that you have to work hard in this country anywhere. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a kid at home and you're watching your parents just sitting down there, for example, just doing drugs or not doing anything, it's very hard to break that cycle and to do something outside of that, right? Right. But when you're seeing your parents hustling, working to bring food to the table every day, you know, you as a kid, you see that.
It'll program different. Yeah, definitely. Most definitely. And I grew up like that, the respect and the having to pay attention, and I respect all my elders, no matter what. You know what I'm saying? They taught me that and everything. But yeah, I feel like, and it sucks because, like you said, so when I was getting older, I would see them come home in the hustle, like, you know, like, and I would do all that. But as I got older, I would just I was out, I was gone, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't see that and I didn't appreciate it, and I was here, you know what I'm saying? So I took it for granted. I took a lot of things for granted. So to the youth, I'll tell you, don't take shit for granted. You know what I'm saying? Use your fucking days wisely, you know what I mean? Everybody has 24 hours in the day, you know what I mean? Like, use them hard, you know what I'm saying? Like, focus, you know what I'm saying? Focus up and see the vision, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't. And then I was lost in the sauce for a while, you know what I'm saying? I was out there doing the most, you know what I mean? And luckily, like, my parents have they fucking love the fuck out of me, you know what I'm saying? They never gave up on me. A lot of my cousins never didn't give up on nothing, and everybody stuck together. But because I wasn't paying attention to that stuff, like, I should have been at the house, like, damn, they're hella hustling and shit. But I was out. I was gone.
Yeah.
Man. And it took me, like, trials and tribulations to come back and shit, come back and be like, yo, like, you know what? Let me appreciate this shit. You know what I'm saying? And to these kids out there, anybody out there, like, if your parents aren't doing as cool or whatever, or they're not there, like, hey, yo, like, focus, you know what I'm saying? What do you want to do? You feel me? Like, what do you want to do? What is it about for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, and find the people that'll help you, guide you. You know what I'm saying? Look at, like, you know what I'm saying? You're a good example for the kids to me. You feel me? Like, hustling, you come from, did the military, came here, new fucking place, and now you have a club. Nombre.
Man, listen, it's like you don't decide how you're born, what house you're born, or right? You don't decide that, but you do decide how your life turns, because you're owner of your own destiny, and nobody is responsible for you but yourself. Once you hit those 18 years old, baby, you're a grown ass. You're grown.
Yeah.
So always keep that in mind. It's not about how you start; it's how you end in life.
Said.
You know what I'm saying?
Well said. Well said. Well said. Speaking of what's coming in life, what's next? You feel me? Like, we're Halloween coming up. What we got going?
Oh man, when is this dropping?
It's gonna drop next week. So right now we're at what's the date today, Christian? 24th. So 24th. So this will drop next week. So before next weekend.
Okay. All right. So this weekend we have Piola de Tingancia, 27 and 28 of October. That's gonna be a big party. For you guys that don't know, Piola de Tingancia is this huge influencer from the Dominican Republic. He went viral on a video from that judge, that show that a lot of Latinos watch, where they bring a couple and they're like fighting over some dumb shit.
No, Señorita Laura. Like fucking.
Señorita Laura.
Señorita Laura.
Yeah.
My shit, I love that.
That's how.
Que venga, desgraciado. I love that shit. I love that shit. That's my shit.
Bro, they brought Piola de Tingancia in there, man.
Oh shit.
And he was like, he was just cursing, and the judge was like, man, why are you cursing so much? It's like, I'm not a fucking baby. Oh, bro, crazy.
Bro, he's funny, bro. He's funny. I don't care. He's funny. Y'all got to go see him. Go party with him, because that fool parties hard, dog. I seen that fool leave the club. He leaves it all out there. You know what I'm saying?
And here's the thing, man. Like, it's Halloween, right? Like, come out, celebrate, do your thing. I know life is tough right now, but always find some time to balance it out and have a good time.
Have fun, bro. Life is short.
You have to have fun, bro. Especially the times that we're living right now. Crazy times.
Yeah. Have fun. And I think the balance is where it's at. You know what I'm saying? We have to. I mean, I was just telling my fucking. I'm just telling my stepson, because he's a teenager, 16. I'm like, bro, you could party your motherfucking ass off, bro. Kick it. Come that alarm clock, come that morning time, get your ass up.
Yes.
Because that's what matters. It don't matter what you do at night, man. Party, whatever. I'm not gonna say fuck hoes, whatever. Because they're not hoes. They're all women. Everybody's women. But do your thing, party. You females, fuck whatever you do. But in the morning, get up, hustle. You feel me? Don't be a victim of, I got a headache and I'm too tired. Fuck all that. Because life don't give a fuck.
Life don't care, my bro.
Life don't give a fuck, and neither does the dollar. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta go get it. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I didn't know back then. I would be crippled by that shit. I'd party, and then I'm like, nah, fuck that. I ain't gonna finish. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna go do that. But that's the worst thing you could do. You know what I'm saying? Kudos to you, because you fools get out of the club, 4 or 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning, and then the next day you gotta, if there's a meeting or if there's something you gotta do, te tienes que poner lindo y pues, vámonos.
No, it's commitment, man. Like, whatever you commit to, make sure you make it happen. I remember when I was in the military and I was also in college, I would party until...
Tell us a crazy party story in the military.
Man, listen, like, we would party until 3, 4 a.m. And the next day at 5:30, we had to be in formation, ready to go.
Vale verga, running.
You know, you could be hungover. Sometimes I will be hungover. I will be running and throwing up on the side, like, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck up, that's brutal.
And
dog.
there was other soldiers that were like that,
that shit
too.
built you. That shit built you. I ain't gonna lie.
And you couldn't quit, dog. So you know, that's the level of commitment that you gotta have in life, man. With everything, you know, if you're gonna decide to play hard, you need to work harder.
Y'all listen to that? Y'all listen to that?
You play hard, you gotta work harder.
Yep. Well said, brother. Well said. With that, man, tell everybody where they can find you, brother. You know what I'm saying? We'll say more for the next episode. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. More episodes coming. I'm gonna have the man back. You feel me? And we gonna cover some other shit. But tell them where they can find you. You know what I'm saying? And all that.
There's a lot of big projects coming, guys. It's very important that you stay tuned to the Oakroomreno page on Instagram, Oakroom Lounge on Facebook.
Pon atención.
We have EBK J-Bo coming November 12th. That's gonna be insane. All ages.
All ages.
All ages.
I like that.
Show starts at 6 p.m. and it ends at 10 p.m. So, man, it's going to be fun. EBK, J-Bo, November 12th. We got the MB Riders December 16th at the Oakroom.
That gets packed.
Come on. The Riders,
So,
come on.
come on.
And we have a special surprise. We're going to drop it here. We have Bow Wow coming November 18th. That's a Saturday.
Vamos, that's tight.
I haven't released the flyer yet. I haven't released the news yet.
Yeah.
But Bow Wow.
You heard it first right here on PakTalk.
He's going to come through here November 18th.
Beautiful.
And it's going to be a movie, guys.
Beautiful.
Oakroom, baby.
I'm going to be there. that Bow Wow, that's how I grew up. You feel me? Come on now. Yeah, come on. The Bow Wow.
Dedicating that to the ladies.
Like, at first, I kind of like with hate, like, damn, I look better than that fool. But, you know, keep it lit. He's Bow Wow. Hey, but follow us. Pack City 100, you feel me? That's PAK City 100, and that's for all our social media outlets, you know what I'm saying? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Holla at your boy, man. Thank you for coming.
My brother, thank you.
Coming through and chilling and shit.
God bless Pack City. God bless Oakroom, baby. You know what it is. We outside.
Vamos.
Thank you.
Don't you come in here with feelings. Pack City, baby, know we real litty.
J. Illa.